Hi there. In this video, we're going to go over what makes a trust watertight. And I like this term because it's a little bit of a metaphor. The commercial jurisdiction is based on admiralty law and maritime law, which emerged doing commerce on ships, right? So we call the commercial jurisdiction the water jurisdiction, and we want our private express irrevocable trusts to be watertight, meaning impenetrable by the waters of commerce, meaning secure and protected for the beneficiaries. So the first thing we need to understand is that public entities engage in commerce. And a public entity can be an LLC, an S Corp, a C Corp, or just an individual person using their social security number. Any and all of those entities are considered a public entity and would be considered to be operating in commerce when they're, say, engaging with a bank account or registering an automobile or buying insurance. All of those are commercial activities in the commercial jurisdiction or the maritime jurisdiction of water. So one of the reasons to create an express irrevocable trust is to create a public entity that can have a bank account and engage in these actions of commerce that is not you, the individual man or woman. Then you can remain in the private on the land. Okay, the next piece to understand is that private trusts exchange under the common law. So the difference between a public entity that engages in commerce and a private entity like a private express irrevocable trust that does not engage in commerce is that they exchange. So a private trust can exchange with a public trust without directly engaging in commerce as long as Federal Reserve notes are not used. So a public trust would convert liquid assets into tangible property, something real, and then exchange that into a private trust. Does that make sense? By exchanging tangible property, something real, into the private trust, you are sealing the vessel. You are creating a barrier between the commercial jurisdiction and the private jurisdiction. And if you want to make it 100% watertight and the most secure it could possibly be, and this works, is you would then exchange from that first private trust, which is sometimes called a pass-through trust, into a second private trust, which is often called a holding trust. So you are nesting ownership of assets back deeper and deeper into the private jurisdiction. If you have an LLC, C Corp, S Corp that's working well for you, and there are reasons that could be the case, and you want to keep that going, and I would encourage you, if you do that, to manage the tax liability in a way that works for you, you can assign that public entity to the pass-through trust or the first private trust. Now, I know this might seem complicated if this is the first time you're hearing it, but it's really pretty simple. And I walk you through it step by step in the self-paced digital course called Establishing Trust, which is available through Arborvitae Mystery School. If you're wondering where to start, go ahead and help yourself to the free Outer Sovereignty Starter Kit. I will link it in the description of the video. Many blessings on your journey to sovereignty, and I will see you in the next video.